Oh shoot, I ain't got the cards. Yes, I do. Alright, YouTube review is cutting up. Alright. Hey Candace, YouTube won't act right. Alright. I'm gonna cut them off. Let's see, maybe we could do it on Facebook. Ow. Hey boo. Get it. We talking about spiritual work today. You want these earrings? You can't have them. I bought them with you. You could go get some. I was literally standing right next to you when I bought these. What the hell? Okay, that ain't working. Hey, Nat. All right, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to go to, hey, Julia. We talking about spiritual work and why we do it. Why we do it. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do some other shit. Why they make things so hard? But y'all just go ahead and jam right quick. Get it? I'm about to go on Facebook and see if this works. Spiritual Tools Tuesday. Spiritual works. We about to get all the tea today. I ain't been on Facebook in so long. I don't even know how to do it. Why they asking me all these questions? How the hell you go? All right. I don't know how to do it on Facebook. I'm trying to get on Facebook. They won't let me do it. They don't love me. Here I come. I swear to God, I'm coming. I mean, I ain't coming. That's nasty. All right, there it is. All right, I did it. I'm on Facebook. Okay, I gotta turn the music. I like this song. If I was at a party, I would be dancing really hard to this song. Because this song made me happy. Hey. All right. Turn that off. Whew, I was about to get up and start doing my thing. Hey, y'all. We is on Spiritual Tools Tuesday. This is not Sunday check-in. This is Spiritual Tools Tuesday, where people covet your earrings and want to steal them even though they were standing next to you when you bought them. Now, I am on Facebook and Instagram because YouTube was acting a donkey. And I really think it's my internet. You know, it might just be us again, like I said, like I did last time. It was just us on Instagram. And everybody else had to wait. So let's see. I think this is going to work. Anyway, I can't see. Oh, there go the comments. All right then. Okay then. All right. So, well, hold on. Let me see. I got to check. Hey, Ifaniyi Eshutola. Hey. I think, yep. I'm about to cut you off. Look, if you're watching on Facebook, go on over to Instagram. I'm going to do it over there. You got to follow your spirit sometimes. My spirit said, screw them. So that's what we doing. We screwing them. So, hey everybody. Welcome to Spiritual Tools Tuesday. We do this Tuesdays at 8 p.m. On Central Time. So I have just cut off all the other people. It is just us. It's just a few of us. We can make it if we try. Just a few of us. All right, today we're talking about spiritual work. So why we do this. So I wanted to start with divination, which is what I do. I'm a tarot reader. So I want to talk about, why we do tarot readings, what's the benefit of the works that we do, and just talk about what is the basics of doing spiritual work. Because sometimes we forget and we need to be reminded of what we do and why we do it. So there's 3 basic things when you're doing spiritual work that you do. Divination is one. That's where you ask the universe what's about to happen. Let's all get comfortable. You ask the universe, hey, give me a little hint. What's about to happen? What should I be doing so that I can make the most of the resources that I have in the time that I have? How can I make it through the set of events that's coming my way? That's the whole reason we do divination. People get it wrong when they be like, you go to the tarot reader and the tarot reader gonna tell you your fortune. What's your future? And it does tell you your future, but it's more accurate to think of it as telling you the energy around what it is you're trying to do. And the energy moves. So it could be exact, like on Tuesday, you're going to meet somebody. It usually don't do that though. It usually be like, if you continue on the path that you on, you might meet somebody. But you got some changes you need to make. See, that kind of stuff. Don't nobody want that part. They want the other part. Like, will I find love? That's always the question. And then the cards be like, well, cards is real good to do this. You be like, wait, what that mean? That ain't what I wanted. I wanted a definite answer. Whatever. So we do divination. That's a major part of spiritual work. We do cleansings. That's another part of spiritual work. We do protection. We also do attraction. I'm going to put manifesting. I didn't put that on my notes. Manifesting. Manifesting is very important. Because after you cleanse, you have to manifest. And there's a reason for that. It's a new perspective that I picked up. Well, actually, it's an old perspective. Now, that's another thing. You're never like, okay, I know everything I need to know about spiritual work. It ain't never like that. You're always learning. You're always growing. You're always adding stuff to your repertoire. And you need to always add stuff to your repertoire. I know a couple of weeks ago I said, I think this was about a month ago. I think this was when my good girlfriend Janetta was at my house, and I was like, it is important for you to have a community of people who do spiritual work so that you can have someone to talk to and bounce ideas off of. It's not good to do spiritual work in a vacuum, because spiritual work works better in a community. I'm going to say that. Hey, Lexi. All my daughters is here. Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Those of you who are acknowledging and admiring my lipstick, this is the Black-owned bar, makeup artist or makeup company, Lip Bar. And this is Prima Donna, which goes good with everything. All right. So, spiritual tools, spiritual works, why we do it. So, works for me, one of my goddaughters, that's where I got this from. One of my goddaughters, she calls them works. I did some works. And I like that a lot better than spells. Spells has a certain connotation, it scares people. Rituals has a certain connotation, it scares people. Work does not scare people. Well, sometimes it do. But, not in a general sense. Work does not scare people. So if I say, I'm going to give you, I remember reading some kind of history book. It was on the 7 sisters who lived here in New Orleans on the West Bank. And they would give people prescriptions. I love that. So, we have prescriptions for what we're going through. I'm going through, my money has slowed down. Oh, let me give you this prescription. I'm trying to find love in my life. Oh, let me give you this prescription. And a prescription can be a number of things. So when we are fully working spiritual people, we pull from multiple things, and that's why I call it your spiritual toolkit, because you're getting stuff from multiple places, right? So I'm an advocate for being a full person, as a priest, as a witch, as a spiritual worker, as a prayer warrior. I am an advocate for using all of the things in your life that you have to this point said, oh, this works for me. To me, you don't have to trade one for the other, right? Because they're all coming from you. And what I have found in my old age is that when people do stuff and they gravitate towards things, usually there's an ancestral connection. And so they find out later that, oh, I always liked working with herbs. And then you look in your family line and you find there's a grandmother, or auntie, or a great grand, parent or whatever that used to work with herbs. They used to make medicines for the people in the community. They used to be the one that could cook and make you feel better. Like, honor the things that you find in your spirit that come easy to you. So many people I've seen who are able to hear spirit and they get scared and they tell spirit to stop talking to them. It's kind of like if you had a guard dog at your door and it was barking and you got scared and told the dog to go away. Now your door wide open and you're looking crazy. Now let me just give a little disclaimer. Mr. Patterson is in here having a funky good time with his toy. So if you hear some crashing and running and things, it is Mr. Patterson playing with his toy. I am a cat lady. So let's just start there. Because a lot of my followers come from a Christian background. And so their questions and their worries is, can I do spiritual work and be a Christian? And it's hard for me to answer this question because I never was what you would call a Christian. I've been baptized and have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, but I did that just in case. I guess since I was a teenager, since I was a young kid, I always thought about spiritual toolkits. And so, we didn't go to church. My mama went to church periodically. My grandmama went to church every Sunday. And we had a sanctified church next door to my house. And I said, okay, they say if you don't get baptized, you're going to go to hell. And I was like, well, I don't really believe in hell. And that don't really make sense to me. But let me get baptized just in case. I don't know if that's how it works. But the Capricorn in me was like, hey, you said I need to get baptized and accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. So I did that. Give me my sticker. Yes, I voted. Give me my sticker. So when I go to Jesus Christ in the afterlife, I'm be like, see that? You remember that day I did it? I'm safe. It's in my spiritual toolkit. And I don't know. This might be like really horrible for people to hear. Like, I can't believe she is saying that. My point is, if that is your path, if you have been in the Christian faith and you have found value in that, there are things in that resonate with you that help bring you peace, keep it. You don't have to trade it out when you decide to do spiritual work. God is Alpha and Omega. God is the beginning and the end. He made all this. So when you expand your spiritual beliefs and understanding, it is in the with the understanding that it brings you peace, right? It brings you peace. That's what it's all about. Hey, C7035, I just waved at you. I didn't rave at you. I waved at you. So let's get into it. So why do we get readings? not just so that you can have my services and send me money. That is not the only reason we do readings. We do readings because it gives us a glimpse of a possible future. It is not definite. That's the one thing that people need to understand about readings. Well, no, it's two things you need to understand. The reading is interpreted through the person who is doing the divination. So, like, I am a conduit for the conversation that your spirit is having with me. When we are, if you are with a legitimate reader, their spirit is having a conversation with your spirit. And your spirit is like, man, I've been trying to talk to them, but they don't be listening to me. So maybe since you can really hear me, let me tell you to tell them what I need them to know. That's what a reading is, right? There have been multiple readings where I got a friend, my sister here, she be reading for me all the time. Because my people, for some reason, they be like, look, Netta, tell her I see it. And I be like, Netta, why you ain't tell me before? Sometimes it's easier for your people to talk to other people. Hey, Danny. For you than it is to talk to you. Because we have our own blockages. We have doubt. We have guilt. We have, we're busy. We didn't connect the way we needed to. Like sitting at your altar, meditating. We didn't do the things that we needed so that we could hear them. So when you get a reading, it allows them the space to give you the messages they've been trying to give you. So that's what happens when you get a reading. I've heard people say that getting a reading is demonic and God don't want you to know what's in the future. And my answer is, if God did not want us to know, he would not tell us. Because there have been times when I'll do a reading and it'll be like, no, I'm not going to tell you. It ain't time. It ain't time for you to know. That's the answer. It's not time for you to know. So God knows how to use this communication system. It ain't like he like, oh my God, they getting readings. Oh shoot, I don't know how to do this. God know how to do everything. You think God didn't figure out this whole mental connection, spiritual connection thing? He did that. God did that. He, she, they did that. Anyway, getting a reading allows you to weather the storm because it gives you the space to plan. So I know people who run from readings because they don't want to hear the bad news. Because it really will give you bad news. There's not always a way to fix what's coming your way. That's something we got to understand. Sometimes you can alleviate what's gonna happen and how it's gonna affect you, but sometimes there are things that you have to go through just because you got to go through. Now, sometimes they're challenging. Sometimes it's like, well, if you do this, this, and this, you can avoid the challenges. You just have to go through the thing, but it's gonna be all right. Sometimes it's gonna be a challenge. So get up, get ready, right? And you be like, oh Lord, no. But when you get the reading, you are able to ask questions like, what is the purpose of this experience? What am I supposed to do to get through it? What am I supposed to get out of this situation? Is there a blessing in this? Is there a lesson in this? Is there something that I'm doing that keeps me in this situation, that keeps me going through this particular kind of challenge? These are the things we take to our readings. When I say, what you want to know, that's the kind of questions you need to ask. Well, I'm having trouble at work. I don't know why I keep running into the same trouble at work, so I need to understand the situation. A reading will give you information that you can't see. Some of the information. If there are players in the situation that you are unaware of, a reading will reveal that to you. If there is someone who is false-faced, is like coming to you like, hey, it's me and you, but really they stab you in your back, a reading will reveal that. If there are things that, and this is the part people don't want to hear, if there's things that you're doing to people that is causing your troubles, a reading will open that up. It will let you know. So it's a way for checks and balances for yourself. Hey, Ultra Talk. It's a way of checks and balances for yourself but it's also a way for you to check who's around you in a way that you can't do in the physical sense. So people who do not do spiritual work do everything with their voice and their hands. And if you can't do it with your voice and your hands, they don't know what to do. So some stuff you can't talk your way into or out of. Some stuff you can't just like knock on the door and it's there. Some stuff you need the help of spiritual works to open up the opportunities, to open up the way. So a reading will tell you if that is what is necessary. A reading also lets you get the blessings from the challenges. So there might be things that I'll use, I always use myself. So the job that I have now, I wasn't going to take it. I was like, I ain't taking that job. It paid less money. I didn't have my own office. It was like, we didn't get no raises. None of that. To my physical eyes, it did not make sense. To my mental, calculations, it did not make sense. But every reading I got, and I got multiple readings, I read for myself, and then I went to people that I trusted. It was like, look, I need help with this because this don't make sense to me. And everything pointed to take this job. Quit playing. Okay, I'm going to take this job. Turns out this job was everything that I've ever wanted in life. Literally. When I went to graduate school, they were like, what do you want to do when you graduate? This job that I have right now is what I said. I want to do this that I'm doing right now. And my ancestors, my Orishas, my spirit guides, everybody was like, what you need, even though it doesn't seem like it. And they even warned me. That's what I'm saying. The readings will tell you there's challenges coming, but it will allow you to plan. They said in the beginning, it's going to be a hard road. And it was. And it was. But I was able to brace myself because I knew the reading said, through this challenge comes your blessing. So I just had faith. And this is about your faith walk as well. Because you got to learn to trust that your ancestors are going to guide you. And they're going to tell you what's right. They tell me, I trust their voice and my Orisha's voice before I trust anything else. Because every time they've told me something, it has come to pass. Every time, right? So, readings also help you to plan. You may have a goal in your life. You might want to buy a house. You might want to go to school. And a reading will tell you, look out for this. This is where you're lacking. This is where your gifts are. And this is how to get to what you're trying to get to. So divination is a tool that we use to bring clarity to our decisions so that we don't have to be uncertain. I remember before I started relying on divination, my tarot cards, the Dilogun, the shells that they read us for in Lukumi. Before I started relying on those, so much of my life was spent second guessing my choices, right? Trying to understand which is the best way for me to go. But now I don't have to do, I can't remember the last time I felt uncertain about what to do, helpless in trying to make a decision. I haven't felt that way in a long time. Now, there's been decisions that I've had to make that I was like, damn, I know what to do. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. That's still a thing. But even in that, I'm like, okay, well, what do I need to focus on? And bam, there's a reading for that. So once we get an understanding of what it is that we need to do, I always look at readings as a peek around the corner. It's not going to tell you everything. It's still, readings are ambiguous. It's there's challenges coming. It's not on March the 13th, somebody gonna come and snatch your purse. It ain't that. It's stuff okay, I'm hearing that you need to be mindful when you're in dark places and, keep your money in your bra. It might be something like that. It's not telling you that action is coming. It's just saying, I feel like these some precautions you need to take. I don't know when it's going to go down, but something's going to go down. Like that is what a reading is, right? Now, so there are certain actions, there are certain works, prescriptions that we do as spiritual workers. And this is all, when I teach my spiritual tools class, I say the fundamentals of spiritual self-care, because this is, what you need to do to keep your life flowing in a way that's manageable. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Why y'all ain't talking to me? What is happening? Y'all still there? Hello? Let me know if y'all still there, because I'm just talking. And y'all ain't saying nothing. Usually y'all give me hearts or something. I think y'all done froze. Anyway, give me a heart or something. Let me know you're here. Hey, Ochito. Oh, thank you, Danny. I appreciate you. I was like, hello. Okay. Oh, there y'all go. Oh, y'all be listening. Okay, that's how that's really how I know if I'm getting it in, if I'm saying some stuff that's resonating. Y'all be like crickets. I'll be like, hello? Y'all be like, I was just listening. Keep going. Continue. All right. So, you're multitasking. I understand. I was just doing that a second ago, listening to David Sosa. All right, so this earring is bugging me. Come on now, C7035. I like that, listening intently. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, so let's talk about cleansings. You don't have to cleanse. You don't have to do none of this, but you should. You should cleanse, just on GP. The same way you take a shower every day is the same way you should spiritually cleanse consistently. It ain't got to be every day. But just think about how dirty, nasty, stanky, funky you would be if you was like, you know what, I ain't even taking no showers because I don't believe in showers. How the water gonna cleanse me? That ain't make sense. God will cleanse me if I need to be clean. Like, we don't say that about showers. Like, if somebody tell you, when the white folks was on the internet talking about they don't wash their legs, we was all like, but that mean they nasty. So the same is true if you don't spiritually cleanse. You're nasty. In damn deed. Hey, with the periods. Come on, Net. Now, as above, so below. What that means is what applies in the regular life applies in the spiritual world. So if you don't cleanse, there are consequences to not cleansing. There are physical manifestations from not spiritually cleansing. Just like you will get sick if you dirty all the time, you got germs and stuff on you, and now you got a cough and you got the virus, COVID, you didn't wash your hands. The same thing happens spiritually. So the things that you pick up during the day just pile on top of each other, and it is never relieved. So you think cleansing is an option, but it's not. You gotta do it. Hey, Poison. Hey, Miss Cocky. How you doing, Miss Cocky? There's many different ways to cleanse. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Cleansing relieves negative energy. That's first and foremost. Just like washing your, I was finna say the ASS word because I be cussing. Washing your tail clears you of dirt. Washing your spirit and your energy clears you of negative energy. Me too, Nat, me too. It clears up slow, blocked, or stolen energy. And the what is the word I'm looking for? The symptoms of needing to spiritual cleanse are finances slowing up, opportunities slowing up, your love life slowing up, the joy that you have in life slowing up, being depressed. You know what I'm saying? Arguments in your relationship, discord in your house, feeling heavy wherever you go. I was going to say when you get in the house, but feeling heavy outside. That heaviness, all of that. Oh yeah, people steal your nothing. Lexi, you know about energy vampires. Yes. And so, but so like those of us who have taken spiritual tools class, you know, Celestine prophecy says it is an exchange of energy. They don't just steal it, they exchange energy. So they take your positive energy and they leave their janky shit with you. So that's why when you're with somebody that's like, hey, I just want to talk to you about all my problems. I just want to talk to you real fast in the next 5 minutes about everything that ever bad happened to me in the last 20 years. And then when they leave, they like, I feel so much better. And you like, oh, I don't know. I need to breathe or something. They've exchanged their energy. Your energy for theirs. Energy vampire. Watch out for them. But cleansing helps you to break that up, right? It clears your own foggy energy. It clears the grief, the sadness, the depression, the confusion, the I can't figure out how to. It clears that up. It clears the tears. It clears all of that up. So we walking around feeling heavy like we don't know how to get from point A to point B. A cleansing will open it up so that you can hear the answers. Because like when you're not clean, you got all this stuff buffering around you and your ancestors and your spirit guides. And they like, hey, we got the answer. But you can't hear them. You can't hear them. Why? Because you got all this stuff between you. Cleanse. When you're trying to make a new change in your life, okay, so they came in and started talking. You're trying to transform your life. You're tired of going through the things that you've been going through. You want to release some stuff that you know ain't working for you no more, but you just don't know how. You want to upgrade. You want to elevate. You want to do all this stuff. You want to change your job. You want to get a promotion. You want to go to school, but you can't put the pieces together. Like, I want to do this, but am I able to do this? You're not feeling confident within yourself. You don't know if you're able to, all that stuff. When you cleanse, that stuff goes away, because that's hubris. That's baggage. If you move that out the way, then comes the clear vision that says, oh, I can do this. And then you get to hear how to do it. But you have to do some works. Prescriptions, works. I'm in your club. You got to do the work to clear it up, to clear the foggy thinking. That thing right there. You will be like, yeah, I'm going to figure out my budget because I'm tired of being overdraft. Simple shit. This is life shit. This ain't like no eclectic, I want to be in touch with my spiritual self. No, this is real life. This is, man, every month when it get close to payday and I run out of money, I get overdraft. I need to figure out how to stop doing that. Spiritual work. And it ain't spiritual work so that I can get some money. It is spiritual work so that I can change my behavior. So that I can see where I'm making my mistakes and stop making that mistake. Spiritual works. When I always say, when you break, I don't always say, I guess I should tell y'all my secret. When you break up with somebody, y'all know, those people that know me and have had a reading with me, after a breakup, I always say you need 6 months at least by yourself. Why? Because you need to cleanse. You need to cleanse. You got to cleanse all that out. All the arguments, the frustration, the insecurity, the grief, the sadness, the all of that. You need time to cleanse. So in that, you should have a regimen of spiritual baths, of meditations, of being in nature, of journaling, of burning bowl rituals, so that you can release the bullshit that you just let go, so that when you come back to, when you like, okay, I'm back in the world, I'm ready to date, you don't attract the same bullshit that you left because you didn't do the cleansing. So here come a dude with a different face doing the same shit that you just left because you didn't cleanse. So now you got the same boyfriend with a different face. Nobody wants that. But that happens not just in love life. It happens at work. You leave your job. I don't have to take this. Y'all, I don't need to do this. Y'all don't know how to treat me. So you leave that job, but you don't cleanse. You don't get reconnected. You don't say, show me where I'm making bad choices. You don't do none of that work. You just run and find another job. And guess what? You're in the same job you was in before, only it's just got a different name on the door. We all slow poison. It ain't just you. It ain't just you, mama. We all where we need to be in time and on time. You go through the things that you go through so that you can figure out that you're tired of going through those things. That's really what it is. One time, I remember I had a friend, and they was dating this dude, and it was like up and down, up and down, up and down. And one day they was just like, why can't I just leave him alone? And I was like, because you're not tired yet. You're going to keep going through it until you get tired. And can't nobody tell you when you're tired and you're ready to make the changes. Can't nobody tell you that. You have to keep going through it. Ain't no right or wrong. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no, she's stupid because blah, blah, blah. Because the truth be told, we all been stupid. We all been in the space where it was like, I just can't let it go because it's familiar. And I think maybe one more time. But it's going to be one more time. That's the last time. That's with everything. It's going to be one more time. That's the last time. And then that's when you know, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward. And so now what you know is that I need to have a process for getting rid of the negative energy that I had for all them one more times. Because we getting hit. Every time you get hit, you get bruised. Every time you get bruised, that's a cleansing you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Every time somebody hurt your feelings or verbally abuse you or misuse your trust or betray you and stab you in the back, those are cleansings you need to do so that you can clear away the fear that comes from being in them relationships. That so you can clear away the insecurity that came from the abuse that they did to you. So that you can clear away the bad decision making that we be doing that attracts this bullshit in our lives. So cleansings, we be trying to do it on our own. I'm just telling you what I have experienced. This how I got through. I'm not telling you nothing I ain't never did. So before I figured this out, and let me tell you, I didn't figure this out. I meditated on this. I prayed on this. I cried on this. I lit candles on this. And this is what was told to me. This process is what was told to me. If you ain't doing that work, you might not get that answer. So that's why you got people like me that give you the cheat sheet. They will do that. She said, then my ancestors started throwing them bones so hard at me, I'm listening now. Yeah, sometimes spirit get tired of you fucking up. And then they be like, hey, you be like, ow, why I keep getting in this situation? That be them throwing you hints. Anyway, throw them bows. So once you get your one more time, that's the last time, the process of cleansing should start. And there's different ways of cleansing. It don't always have to be, oh, now I got to get the herbs. I got to do a bath. Okay, peace and light. They told me to tell y'all the shortcuts. If you know where your botanicas are, they have baths that you can use that are already made. So they got money attracting baths, uncrossing baths, banishing baths. They got all kind of cleansing baths. You just go and be like, y'all got some cleansing baths, and they're gonna be like, over there, there's gonna be a whole wall full of them. So for those of you who are not well versed in herbs, who are not well versed in herbs and how to make your own bath from scratch, you don't have to. You can go to the Botanica, they got them. If you want just a simple cleansing bath, that's that whole sea salt, baking soda, Epsom salt cleanse. You can always do that. You can always, there is never like, I done did that 3 days in a row. It don't matter. You can do it the 4th day. It don't matter. It ain't going to hurt nothing. It's just going to cleanse you some more. So that's always something you can go to. Anytime you're feeling stuck, anytime you're feeling fuzzy-minded, anytime your stuff is slowing down, like, you know, I was getting a lot of money, especially entrepreneurs. I had a lot of money coming in, and then it slowed down. Cleanse. Because that could be somebody sending negative energy to you to slow your money down, or that could be some stuff that you picked up that's slowing your money down. Whatever it is, cleansing is going to help clear that up. All right, on to the next. I don't know what time it is. And y'all don't never tell me. Y'all sneaky. 8:46. All right, I got 15 minutes. The next thing that we do, so I've talked about divination. That is a basic of spiritual work. I've talked about cleansing. That is a basic of spiritual work. The next thing that you have to do is protection, right? Oh, wait, pause. I have to tell you. Whenever you cleanse, put something in that space. And I was going to tell you that I learned a new way of looking at it. And this is not my information. I got this from this warlock. You know, you get your information from wherever you get it. He's a Wiccan priest, I guess. I don't know how they call him. And his name used to be Freak Phil on YouTube. And he has this video that I use in my class about banishing. So whenever you cleanse, what you're doing is letting stuff go. Get away from me. You get out of here. What you got to do is you got to replace that space with something that you want. Because if you don't, what happens is the universe is going to fill it with what was there before. So like if it was grief and sadness and slow money before, and you don't put nothing else in there, it's going to wait and give you a minute to catch up. And then it's going to be like, oh, well, here go an empty spot. Here goes some grief and sadness and slow money. Let's put it back in there because that's what was in there before. So what you got to do is you say, I cleanse it of whatever you cleanse it from. Slow money, negative energy, bad love, janky man, whatever you cleansing from. And then you replace it with love, with peace of mind, with happiness, with financial abundance, with communication in your relationships, with patience and kindness. Like fill it with the good things of life. So whenever you let something go, whenever you release something, you fill it up with something positive. Just make that part of your prayer habit, right? Now, protection. We need protection because it protects our physical, our mental, and spiritual self. That's first and foremost. You need to put a barrier between you and the outside world, basically. Think about you're welcome, Nat. Think about the walls of your house. Why do you have walls around your house? Because if you didn't have walls around your house, you'd just be sitting outside on your couch, and any and everything that wanted to get to you could. It could be an accidental get to you, like, oh, the roach from outside crawled inside because there's no wall. It could be a deliberate get to you, like, oh, the thief from across the street saw my TV and just walked in because I ain't got no walls. Well, the same as above, so below. The same is true with spiritual work. If you don't have no protection, you can get accidental binks, boom, boom, boom. Like, I'm just a miserable person, so everybody I touch is miserable after me. If you don't have no protection, they get to just boop, boop, boop all day long. Or somebody who don't like you. I'm about to light this black candle and fuck her whole reel up. get right to you because you ain't got nothing up. Ain't no walls around your house. And please trust and believe, people do it. From the time I was a young girl, I've been going to Botanicas. We used to go to the one on the south side of Chicago. First, my mama went there, then I went there, and then every city that I've gone to, I know where Botanica is. And I say that to say, every time I'm in a Botanica, it's always somebody in there that you be like, you in here? Be like the bus driver, a waitress to come in. You be like, what, sir? What are you doing? They be having all kind of basket full of candles and herbs and oils and shit. The mailman? Yes. So I said that to say, you don't know who know how to do this kind of stuff. It's all kind of people lighting candles on folks and getting stuff done. So for me, there was a time, and I was initiated. So this go for this kind of information. If you're not doing the work, it don't matter what you receive. Because it's still going to get to you because you're not doing the work. You still wide ass open. That's nasty. I'm sorry. I'll be over here cracking me up. So you don't want to be wide ass open. Okay. I'm not going to say that no more. Who that cracked me up? I'm sorry. But you don't want to be wide open like that. Yeah, right, Daddy. So my prayer was, things are getting to me too easily, and I don't understand why. You know, I would be depressed. I would be sad. I would be like not wanting to finish my goals. You know, I'd be like, oh, I really want to, start a business. I really want to lose weight or whatever. And I would just be sitting on the couch, just like, what is this? And then I would get a reading. This is why we get readings. And the reading was like, that's not your energy. That is energy that's being sent to you. So you need to cleanse. And I was like, well, how did I get in? Because I was under the impression that I got Orishas. I have all this spiritual stuff in my house. That's enough. And that is enough on certain levels. But it does not stop you from having to do the work yourself. You got to still do the maintenance. You got to do the maintenance. It's like me saying, I got a house to live in, but I don't ever lock the door. I leave the door wide ass open. And why people keep coming in my house? Well, you ain't closed not Nando. Yeah, you got Orishas in here, you got spirit guides, you got ancestors, you got all that in here. But you left the door open, dummy. And I was like, oh, well, okay then. And so here we are. So I'm telling you that because it is your responsibility, especially now. You know better, you got to do better. You have to protect your home. And not just your home. What is inside your home? Your family. So when people throw stuff at you and they send in this negative energy, these curses and stuff, it affects your family. It affects you and affects your family. So it is your job to stand up. Like, no, we ain't going down like that. I'm about to put all protection up and I'm sending that shit back to you. Because this is not how we getting down. You're not finna be having my kids with mental anguish and have us in this house having nightmares and can't relax and everybody sad and depressed and arguing and no peace in the house. And you're not, the money, we got money worries because every time I'm getting ready to have some money coming in, for some reason it don't come in. And every time we finally get happy in our relationship, now we arguing and fussing. Like, no, we gonna put up protection. You're going to have to come through these barbed wire fences and the electric gate. And then you're going to have to pick the lock. And then you're going to have to kick in the second door and the third door. Because we protected in this camp. That's how you got to be. You got to be like that. Trust and believe. So protection protects your family, your children. It protects, girl, come on now. You and me both. You and me both. Your children, your relationships. And here's the other reason we do protection. Protection work keeps you out of shit. Here's what I mean. COVID is a perfect example. When COVID hit, we did a series of cleansings and protective works for our health. And so I truly believe that is why I did not get sick. What the direct result for me, because I did those works and prescriptions, was that when I was in a space that felt COVID-y, there was a voice that said, there is COVID here. You need to leave. You need to leave! I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite little GIF things. You need to leave! That lady be mad at that dude. I'm sorry, anyway. But that's how they would be. I swear to God. One time I was in Walmart. And it wasn't setting right. It wasn't setting right with me. So I put my hand on the basket and my bells went off. They was like, ding, 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 ding. I said, hold up. Now, this is the other part, is that as you're doing the spiritual work, you have to learn to listen to your spirit. Now, I could have been like, oh, no, I'm just tripping. But I didn't, because I didn't learn better. I said, okay, hold up. I stopped dead in my tracks. Didn't even make it. I was in the front part, the little foyer, before you even get in the store, where the greeter be looking at the door like, I'm finna say hi. I was like, no, you're not. I ain't there yet. So I stopped. I said, what's wrong? They said, there is sickness here. I said, okay, what do I need to do? They said, you need to wash your hands. You need to put this cart away. Immediately wash your hands. And that's when they had all the sanitizer and stuff. And then go home. And that's what I did. My cousin just called me crazy because I wear holy oil around my neck on a chain. Girl, I know that's right. So I told her, okay, well, don't make me use it on you, demon. That's what they say about when you burn the sage and the people be like, that's making me cough. Yes, because you the demon. Be gone. Be gone. So when you do your protection work, it keeps you, like you might be in the storm, but you'll be in the eye of the storm while everybody else is rolling around you in the actual storm, right? And you'll be in that one little calm space where the stuff ain't touching you. So that's why we do our protection work, okay? Now, last but not least, hold on. Oh, shoot. And I got to do a card of the day. I got the cards. It's manifestation. Manifestation. I just made up a whole word. Manifesting work. That's when we attract things to ourselves. You ain't got to sit down and wait for it all the time. Now, you can't manifest everything. Like, you can't be like, I'm about to manifest the $200 million lottery. Now, sometimes you can. I'm going to tell you a story. One time, my spirit said, you can win this lottery. And I was like, no, I can't. And they was like, yeah, you can. You can win this lottery. And I slept on it. I did not play. I was so mad at myself. And these white ladies won. And guess what they were? Witches. I was like, fuck. That was my money. I will never forget that. Never. Oh, I knew I missed it. I knew it. So don't be like me. If your spirit be like, you can win the lottery, y'all play. And then break me off a little bit because I told you about game. All right, here we go. So when you manifest, don't manifest dumb shit. Okay? Or I should say, don't only manifest dumb shit. Here's the dumb shit that people manifest. I want a new boyfriend. I want that new boyfriend. That guy right there who's not interested in me, but I like him and I think he might like me if I just did a little something. So I want to manifest that. I want to manifest this opportunity right here that is not really mine, but I want it. So don't manifest that type of shit. Why? Because what you're going to find is you can pull it your way, but then it's going to be problems because that's the reason God was like, that ain't for you. But you going to do your little juju stuff and that's yours, but now you don't want it. So don't manifest that kind of stuff. What is yours will be yours. Manifest open roads. Manifest that the blessings that are for you come to you easily and quickly. Manifest your health. Manifest your elevation. Manifest that the people around you are light and love and are there for your betterment. Manifest that kind of stuff. And then the blessings gonna come. Okay? All right. You heard it from me, Mama Lewa. All right. Let's see what this card say. Let's see what I need y'all to see I'm repping my city. Chicago made me. West Side raised me. I'm a West Side gal. Hey, Minx Mink. Welcome. We doing the card of the day. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh. Bam. Okay. The 9 of Cups. Look, dude. Look. That's a good ass week. What was Sunday? We got the 4 of Wands, which is the celebration. Chill with your family. Have a good time. Warm conversations and eat, drink, and be merry. And now we got the 9 of Cups, which is you get your wish card. This the wish card. Look how many gold cups he got sitting in the back. Man, listen. He got a big ass hat. When is the last time you had a big ass hat? Everything was going good when you got a big ass hat. I'm just big and silly. He do have a big ass hat. It's golds and blues, so it's money and it's peace of mind. You're following your passion. This is a good ass card right here. Yay! We got the 9 of Cups today. Go me. Go me. Go me. That means that all your works have come to fruition. 9 is right before 10, so your goals is coming in. Come on. Yeah, he got a big ass hat. Go get your big ass hat and celebrate. All right. I hope this was helpful to you all. Thank you for joining me on Spiritual Tools Tuesday. You are going on your trip, Lex. We have manifested that into fruition. It's here. It is her. I almost spit my tea out. She said she's going on her trip with a big ass hat. Speaking of which, I need to get me a big ass hat. Shit. I got big ass hair. Hey. Anyway. All right, y'all. I am hanging up this, what is this? Instagram Live. I will see y'all on Friday when I do. Oh, I think I'm going to do the fun dance. Because it's Thanksgiving. You are so welcome, Intuitive African Dance. Denier. To your mercy. Them is the 3 words I know in French. Bet Amazon got a sale on them hats. Oh, right, because it's wintertime. You can get, or go to Essence. Remember they used to have that wasn't the name of it. Who was the people that used to sell the church suits? And they had a whole section in their catalog with church hats. All right, I'm just talking shit, y'all. Peace, y'all. Enjoy your holidays. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Enjoy your families. And those of you who cannot enjoy your family, maybe you live in a different city than them, or maybe you don't like them motherfuckers. It's okay. Enjoy the time with yourself and spend some time giving thanks. You know, spend some time really thinking about what you're thankful for, because we need to do that. We need to do that to show us how our prayers and meditations and all of our spiritual work has actually worked. A lot of times we get bogged down with what has not worked, and that's why we get discouraged. But if we gave equal time to what has worked, to what our blessings have been, we will be uplifted in a way you just don't understand. So if you are one of those people who are by themselves and are not with family, maybe out of choice or maybe out of the situation, spend some time with yourself. Do something that makes you feel good. Sit in the tub with your little bubbles and stuff and put your candles up, drink your little wine. Maybe you shouldn't drink your wine in the tub, maybe after the tub, because I don't want nobody, having no problems. Talking about Mama Lay, why I told them to do that. All right. Thanks, EI. You are loved and appreciated. Thankful for you. Oh, blessings. Thankful for you as well. Yay. Oh. Love, love, love. Look, that's a hug. That's me giving y'all a hug. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Peace.